What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This was a little crazy. I got a little bit busy working on something for the stream tonight. Totally forgot that we're doing this watch of the Sony Reveal. So, totally forgot. Let me see what it looks like on my channel. All right, so over on YouTube's, it looks pretty good. So I don't know. I have to see what's going on with the Discord notification because I'm using Restream right now because I'm streaming to both YouTube and to Twitch. You look pale, like you sit inside playing video games professionally or something. That's funny because that's exactly what I do now. Let's see what I don't know what Twitch looks like. Sony would be having some good music though, I tell you what. So Sony REVEAL, what's good. And it did change it to just chatting, which is good. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm going to continue with Restream or not. Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, obviously it is. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue it. I'm kind of on the fence. But we'll see how it goes. I'm working on a pretty cool segment for tonight's stream. Just a quick little when I do the recap on Dune. So that should be pretty interesting. Yeah, streaming to YouTube is new. I figure, you know, see what it do, see how it does. Working on something at the same time, so that might be why you'll see it jumping around. Alright, so I have no idea what to expect with this. I don't know, is this going to be about games? I don't know if it's first-party games. I don't know if it's going to be third-party games. I believe they're supposed to, like, there's some speculation like they're supposed to talk about pricing, maybe? I don't know. So also, here's something else I was thinking about, right? Because Jeff and I were having a conversation offline about the Xbox X and the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X. And like, the more I think about it, I wonder if they're doing what they ended up doing at the end of the life cycle for the systems. They're just doing it early. So just like you had the PlayStation 4 and then the Pro, maybe they just decided to start off everything that way. Damn, I didn't even put anything on social media. Yo, I am the worst.
Each time I awake, this planet seems somehow different.
Where are we?
You see things others can't. sense the power that flows through this land. Yet, you do not fully understand it.
But whatever comes, I will be ready.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, so that was a lot of the stuff that they showed at the last reveal that we did. Okay, so a quick recap. All right, I'm down. I'm okay with that. Should I be bigger? I feel like I should be bigger. Focus on me. Hi, Blue.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
How do we even know the girl will be among us?
Our kind do not question orders, we follow them.
What is this, Final Fantasy?
Let's summon their icon.
I think it is.
Icon? That thing's a bloody mountain.
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal easily. This will be a bitter fight.
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this. Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him.
What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your sword to our cause?
What does it matter? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
So, they sent in the Dragoons. Imperial Vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
It's the Archduke's son.
The Phoenix.
Stop this!
Second icon of fire. But that's impossible.
This looks really interesting.
Crystals. Has shaped our history. I'll kill you. If it's the last thing I do.
Final Fantasy 16. Yo, how did I guess that? It was the Chocobos in the beginning. I was like, this is Final Fantasy. That actually looks pretty good. That looks really good. That looks very interesting. And the combat looked kind of hyped too. I don't know, man. What? Star Wars was delayed, Galates? Lunatic, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining. Lunatic's going to be translating in Spanish for those of you who need it in Spanish. What, Jeff? You think that was lame? I found it kind of interesting. All cinematic and gameplay footage you are about to see from this point forward in the show has been captured from PlayStation 5 systems. Amen.
It's too cold to change out here.
All right.
Dang, I'm late for Mom's rally.
So this is a standalone game, right? They just said that it's not going to be like a sequel. It's going to be its own thing. Sony is already better. Yo, it just started, son. It just started.
Check. You got the house key?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh. Well, have a great day at work, honey. You look great.
Come on, we're gonna be late.
Hey!
Yo, my man's walking around with those Timberlands.
No. Are you still wearing your suit? Yeah.
New York.
Just in case. It's gonna be fine.
You know, if I was Spider-Man, I'd be wearing that suit all the time.
See, this is my favorite part of living in Harlem. Pop-up street fair, best food in the city, awesome music.
Man,
Harlem is like that.
for the last beat,
It's a lot safer than it was when I was a kid, too.
Get back into mixing.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So what do you think about Rio Morales? You gonna vote for her?
It's still hard to think of Mom as a politician. She's been a teacher my whole life.
Similar skill sets, right? Corralling people, educating them, making sure they don't throw things at each other.
That's true. Actually, that's very true.
Hi, I'm Brian Porton, creative director at Insomniac Games. We're excited to show you this first look at gameplay from Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Our story picks up 1 year after the events of the first game.
He has nice hair.
And we find Miles' new home, Harlem, is in danger. Trouble brews while Miles' mom, Rio Morales, leads an election rally. A war between the devious energy corporation Roxxon and the Underground. A high-tech criminal army led by the Tinkerer starts to break out. In this gameplay sequence, captured on PlayStation 5 hardware, the Underground attacks Roxxon, sending the rally into chaos in a fight that spills onto the Braithwaite Bridge, where the Underground tries to steal Roxxon's experimental energy source, Newform. Let's take a look.
Go, go, go! Stop! Whoa! Let's not shoot each other, all right?
Oh shit! It's a warlock from Destiny! Spider-Sense didn't see that coming.
We're after the new form. Ignore everything else.
Wait, that's Doc Ock technology.
Get rid of him. Then grab as much as you can carry.
You just make a bomb.
Keep him busy.
That bridge is coming down! I have to stop this!
Yo, this looks sick. This looks sick.
People are trapped over there! I have to push past these guys!
I wonder if this is the actual in-game music.
Where is he?
Okay, so he went invis. Okay.
Don't let him shot you! Help! Help! No.
Man! Those people! They're trapped!
I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited just watching this, man.
I need something they can cross. I can stop this! Just a little closer!
Yo, purchase. That shit got me hyped. Purchase. 20 purchase. That's hype. That got me hyped. That got me hyped. That music was hitting hard. The gameplay looked good. Yo, that's hype. Okay, Sony. Okay, Sony. Sony is better. I mean, they've always had like the better first party stuff, right? They have some monster exclusives. Batman? No.
Magic, both beautiful and powerful, binds together our long history. That common bond we share is the legacy of Hogwarts. Now it is time to add.
I was thinking Harry Potter
to these hallowed halls.
I should have said it.
And quite possibly shape the future of the wizarding world. Every corridor, every portrait, every stone in this castle tells the story of witches and wizards who came before. Here you will meet lifelong friends and grow into your own magical abilities in the classrooms of the world's most talented professors.
Is Harry Potter still popular though? I don't know.
Begins at Hogwarts, brewing potions, taming fantastic beasts, and mastering spells. There is a larger world beyond these walls. A world filled with dangers you can't yet imagine. An ancient knowledge long gone from this world. That strange and mysterious talent you possess may be the key to unlocking this dormant power. Your potential is limitless. But what form will it take? The journey ahead will reveal what you stand for. The choices you make now will define the legacy of Hogwarts.
I mean, that doesn't look bad. It looks interesting. Like, I would want to see some more gameplay for it. I've actually never watched Harry Potter or read the books, so I don't really know. But just looking at it as a game, it seems interesting. But like I said, I'm gonna need more.
Hi everyone, I'm Dan Vondrak, Creative Director at Raven.
What's up, Dan?
One of our goals as developers is to bring the game world to life unlike anything you've ever experienced, and the PlayStation 5 is making that happen. With the power of the new console, we've been able to significantly enhance the overall experience. From what you see in the world, to how it feels in your hands, to what you hear around you. In Black Ops Cold War, you will be transported to the year 1981, in the middle of one of the most dangerous times the world has ever known, the height of the Cold War. The following is a portion of the first campaign mission where you've been given the name of a high-value target linked to the Iran hostage crisis. But in true Black Ops style, nothing is as it seems. Take a look.
Take a look. It's in a book. It's reading Rainbow.
Kasim is out of the picture.
How long before we get Arash?
The team arrived in Turkey a few hours ago. They should be in position shortly.
Trabzon. Turkey. Trabzon airfield.
Airfield's just up ahead. Let's go find this shithead.
Airfield's just up ahead. Let's go find this
Priority is
shithead.
to ID Arash before things go hot.
So it's just Call of Duty.
Mason, check it out.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on.
Incoming truck. Left side.
Arash might be in the truck.
I can't make out his face yet. I don't want to know. The fuck? He just iced everyone in a truck. That's gotta be Arash.
Hold fire. We need a positive ID. That's our man. Take him out.
Shit! We missed him! Can't let him get away! Get to that truck! Get in! We can catch him! We can catch him! Come on, get in! God damn it! We're not done yet! Mason, deploy the RC!
Sorry, guys. I heard Grandma calling. So it's just more COD.
Before it takes off!
Well, they might be. They might be playing it hard.
This one's part of the plan! Let's go. Get ready!
I feel like by this point, if you just say, hey, we have a new COD
We
game
hope
coming
you
out,
enjoyed that sneak peek at the campaign for Black Ops Cold
that's all
War.
you need to say.
There are many more twists and turns along the way as you begin to unravel the truth, and we can't wait for you to play it soon. In addition to the story campaign, Cold War features the next generation of multiplayer online combat and an all-new awesome zombies experience. Today, I have the special honor to announce on behalf of my friends at Treyarch that the PlayStation community doesn't have to wait to play multiplayer. Starting this Friday, PlayStation players will be able to play the multiplayer alpha exclusively on PlayStation 4. And for those of you that are watching at home on your PS4, you can preload the experience starting tomorrow. We can't wait to see you online Friday and through the weekend. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Get wrecked, Xbox! Get wrecked! I know there's somebody over at Xbox right now like,
why didn't we get Call of Duty pre-alpha build load? What is this? What is this tomfoolery happening here?
Oh, that's funny. And Modern Warfare, or the COD series, has gotten easier over time to bring in more casuals.
Chris? What the hell? Take him away.
Resident Evil. It's the new Resident Evil.
Life and in death, we give glory. The bell tolls for us all.
It does.
They're coming again.
Father Time is undefeated.
Mia.
Quit being so paranoid. Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence, the bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch, and into the forest deep.
And in death, we give glory. Mother Miranda.
Just gonna turn around.
It's just a local tale.
Crazy face. Guess I was wrong. Resident Evil Village.
If it's just looking, window shop away.
I guess that looks okay. I do need to find a good horror game to play though. Oh, what was this? I saw this one. I don't remember what this was called. Deathloop. Wait, no. Is this the one where you have to kill people and...
You want out of a time loop?
Let me see.
You gotta learn how it works. Black Reef is a puzzle, and each visionary is a different piece. Here's Igor.
I am a respected scientist!
I've done so many loops, I've learned to run circles around him.
Hey, over here! I'm coming for you!
Reminds me of,
Rita!
Is it Super Hot?
Get him! What the hell? I am trying to focus, you son of a bitch!
I've tried taking my targets out one by one more than I can remember, but there is never enough time. I go after one, another lives. Because right now, half an island away, a different visionary is throwing his nightly cannibal masquerade. Alexis Dorsey.
Everybody shut up! This is my jam.
Igor's a big fan, yet somehow he never makes it to the party. Something keeps him home.
Colt, you there, buddy?
Here's the invite to the party. And here's why Igor blew it off. He made some kind of scientific breakthrough that morning.
I did it! I did it, it works!
That he makes every morning. Unless I get there first. No experiment, no breakthrough. No reason for Igor not to drink his disappointment with Alexis. Now I got a shot at killing them both at the same time. In the same loop.
Hey, Wolf! It's time to hunt King! Wolf! I'm talking about you, baby! Come on, Blake!
A little help here!
8 targets on my list. Every one of them with grand plans for eternal life. To break the loop, I gotta break the rules. Clock's ticking.
And you just ran out of time. You keep forgetting, Colt. I'm not like those other idiots. Only got one name on my list. Yours.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one, guys. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I'm not super excited about that one.
That day, if our positions were switched, would our fates be different? Would I have your life and you mine? You a demon?
Was this the Devil May Cry that people didn't really like?
Kneel before me. This is our... Rest in peace.
Was that a nutsack? On the bug's head?
Get out of my gun!
It looks crazy.
Devil May Cry.
I mean, that looks good. It looks okay. It doesn't spark the same level of hype as I had for watching the Spider-Man. But yeah, a little interest. There's some interest there. Interest. Abe's Adventure Remastered, Regenesis, Reversion, generation.
What are they doing?
Volume 4.
Did those fugitive morons burn down their own hideout?
It sounds idiotic, but that's exactly what it looks like.
Bad karma for burning down my farm.
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning, creative director of Oddworld Soulstorm, and we're excited to bring you an all-new exclusive trailer from the game. Here, our unlikely hero, Abe, finds himself fresh off the back of freeing his people from the nefarious Rupture Farms. He thinks the journey is over, but soon discovers it has only just begun. The stakes are higher, the threats are larger, the obstacles are more devious, and it's all made possible by the power of PlayStation 5. Enjoy.
That guy has an interesting speech pattern. You know, I've never actually played one of these games.
We are not letting that Abe guy get away from us again.
Wait here.
Hey, why the hold up?
I could go for a sandwich right now.
We gotta get out of here. Come on, let's get out of here.
My tummy's growling. I'm hungry.
Okay. Again, it looks nice and interesting, but I'm not excited. But again, it's still not fair because I've never played one of those games. What is it? Abe's Adventure type games? Oddworld? So I don't know. Any of you guys have? Like, are they good games? Is it worth it? I don't know.
Your friends are worried about you. They're here with me. Please come out. Gregory, I may have lost my temper earlier, but it was just a glitch. It won't happen again. It's been such a difficult day for all of us. Why don't you come out and we can play a game together?
This game sounds so creepy.
It won't happen again. It was just a glitch.
Gregory, be still. I think she's found us.
Five Nights at Freddy's. I've never played that either. Is that a good game? It's a horror game, right? With a bunch of jump scares and all that jazz. PlayStation Studio.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
It's nightmare fuel.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
Lords of the Fallen remake?
Let strength be granted so the world might
Nope.
be mended.
Sorry, man can dream.
So the world might be mended.
Yeah, maybe Dark Souls, but it seems a little too happy. Maybe it is Dark Souls. Was this the Dark Souls remaster that they were talking about? I think it is. Wow, this looks really good. Wow. Wow. It doesn't look as dark or as creepy. Like it lost some of that. It lost some of that terror fuel. I don't know if that's a color palette thing or what. Yeah, how does my man have so much stamina for all that? Each one of those hits would have taken some of that stamina bar. Yeah, that is Dark Souls, yeah. Get all your souls stuck in a rock. Fall off of a cliff because of camera angles. I never used a shield in Dark Souls. I didn't like having a shield because I always used two-handed weapons. Demon's Souls. So this was the first game. That's actually the one that I didn't play. I didn't play Demon's Souls. Yeah. Yeah, Demon's Souls is the first one, and then it changed to Dark Souls for, 2 and 3, and then it jumped to Bloodborne, and then Sekiro. Fortnite! Oh man, I'm so good. What up, DC? How you doing? I don't know. I'm on the fence with Demon's Souls, to be honest with you. It looks good. It looks smooth. It looks pretty, but something was lost in translation, though. It doesn't have that same dark, gritty feel to it. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, you know? New benefits for PlayStation 5?
That big?
Hell yeah. So it does upscaling, right?
Yeah, I get it. Run!
My name is Marcus.
My name is Kara.
My name is Connor.
all we've been through.
It's time.
Wait. Are they telling you that if you have a PlayStation Plus subscription that you'll be able to access these games automatically? We need some clarification on that one. We need clarification. Cuz that's what I just read. That's what it sounds like. Like, as a result of having PlayStation Plus, you have access to PlayStation collections and then you get to play the hits. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a sexy piece of hardware right there. If they go the Xbox route, then yeah, it'll be 300. $400 and $500, so it's $100 more than the Xbox.
So now you know. Thank you all for joining us today and for being part of this amazing journey. It's your passion as fans of gaming that drives us to deliver a truly new generation of experiences on PS5. From everyone at PlayStation, we appreciate your continued support, and we look forward to you getting your hands on PS5 very soon. To close, let me leave you with one more quick look.
So it's $100 more expensive. Both consoles are $100 more expensive than the Microsoft Contemporary.
The time draws near.
This God of War. Looks like we might be booting this bitch up before February. Let's see.
You must prepare yourself.
Okay, win. Okay. All right, so they're just getting us hyped for that. Okay.
Let's go.
May you live long with perseverance, hold on and stand tall. Never back down with my back against the wall. Never hold me back. Nothing. I'm unstoppable.
It's so true, Devani. It's so true.
I'm strong. Fearless. I am
fearless. Godfall. A lot of disappointment there. Not anymore. Not anymore, DC. I like that. That was cute. That was cute. That was cute.
PlayStation.
That was okay. Let's I don't remember where it ended at. All right, so you know, I would try and find the price point, but then I'd have to, let me see if they have too far. Was it after Dark Souls or Demon Souls? I called Fortnite. I don't remember where it was. Was it before or after Fortnite? Minus 630. I think that's when they were talking about. Oh, okay, the 5. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, so this PlayStation Plus collection I'm very interested in, and I wonder if this was a direct response because I think Dave was talking about this, that they got rid of the Xbox Live subscription price. That's what I've heard. And now when you play online, you also get, like, you get Xbox Live access to the multiplayer, and you get access to the catalog, Xbox Pass or whatever it's called now. Somebody correct me if that's wrong, but if that is correct, then I believe that this is an indirect response to that, which is funny because I don't know if you remember that, like, a few months ago, we had on a stream where we were asking the question, what exactly are we getting for our PlayStation Plus subscriptions? So now I think they're trying to answer that question. So that's their backwards compatibility. Kind of like what they did originally with Xbox One. And the guy was so quick about it too. He's all like, well, now you know. That is sexy though, right? That's super sexy. I want a Darth Vader edition, all black, with red LED lights. I guess that would be the Kylo Ren, but whatever, you know what I mean. Vader edition. I don't know. That's the question that we have. I don't think so. Boom. All right, so this is where I wanted to pause it. So, the digital version is $399. The digital version for the Xbox is $299. Now, PlayStation has a lot of exclusives, right? That's how they essentially took over this generation. They have a lot of good games for download, but the hardware, I think, is less. So we would have to bring up the specifics. Let's see. PS5 digital? Digital version? Would that be it? Let me see. Do they give you the side-by-side? No, this is the regular one. Optical drive. Okay, so that's regular. So there's no... Are there specifications on the digital only? It's the same as the disc, just minus the... Oh, really? Let's look at the specs on Xbox Series S, right? I think is what it's called. Let's see. So they're using the same core. Ray tracing support. There we go. That's what I'm gonna look at. So CPU. So faster CPU. 4 teraflops. Wow, that's a significant difference. Wow, very interesting. Internal storage. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure that the internet, well, yeah, it's going to be required in order for you to download said games, but I'm confident that once you download said games, and you can go ahead and play them offline. I don't think they're always online. Like, that was always a negative, even though a majority of people keep their stuff plugged in all the time anyway. Let me see, GPUs. AMD Zen 2, AMD Zen 2. Yeah, man, these are monster machines, but it's kind of interesting though, because I wanted to see what the main difference was going to be in the hardware, because there had to be a reason as to why the PS4 digital only version would be just $100 less than the big one, but $100 more than the Xbox version. And there is a significant difference in the computational power of the GPU. That's probably the biggest difference that I see, and the internal storage that you're going to get. If what you're saying is correct, where the only difference between the PS5 and the PS digital is that they just get rid of the optical drive and they leave everything else the same, talking about the hard drive space and you know what I mean, and everything else. Because the internal storage right now, it's not a terabyte. I think the Xbox Series X comes with a terabyte of storage, and the PS5 doesn't come with a terabyte of storage. Tops out at 825 is what it's saying, which is still more than I have right now, because I'm rocking the original Xbox, or the original PS4, and I'm topping out at 500. Let's see, literally just a disk drive and graphics card. Yeah, I would rather just spend the extra $100 and have my disc. But I guess if there are people who are already on the path of digital only, then that could be good. I still think this is going to be a sticking point for some people. So Xbox came out, undercut them by 100. I don't know, man. I don't know. No, it's still showing me live. I got hit with the the midstream ad. It's because they know I'm not important enough to stop it. There is nothing I can do. I must accept what is happening right now. I don't even know if I have anyone on YouTube watching. I don't think so right now. That's wild, guys. That is wild. So, what is my prediction here? The prices that they revealed, $399 and $499. I was predicting $500 for a PS5. So, that's right where it needed to be. I feel like if it was at the 600 mark where people were talking about, where people were speculating, $600 is way too much. But 500, most people can stomach that for a complete PlayStation 4 experience, and by complete I mean with an optical disc, right? Because they're going to look at it as a piece of new age hardware, and the same thing with the Xbox. But I don't know, man. I can see if people aren't going to be focused on the software and they're just going to be looking at hardware specs, then I believe people are going to get the digital Xbox, you know, because it's $300. You get access to all these games digitally, plus you get, you know, you're into the next gen console stuff. So I can see the Xbox S, I assume, is going to do very well during the holiday season. And I believe the PlayStation 5, the full PlayStation 5 is also going to do well. Those are my two predictions. See, I'm going to need Xbox to pull an AMD and knock 50 off tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to be doing that. I don't think they're going to be doing that, because they're already lower, and they're in a good position price wise. So they're definitely going to grab the people, like the parents who don't know, and they want to get their kid, you know, the next gen console, and they're going to look at that 300 and they're going to be like, oh man, that's $300 for a next gen console, and you could just download whatever video games you want, and then you have access to the digital library. That's going to be a very, very attractive proposition, and I think they're going to do very well as a result of that. Yeah, but yeah, okay. So the PlayStation, these prices were. This is actually higher than I anticipated. I didn't expect the digital one to be this expensive. So this is actually a little surprising. I legitimately thought it was going to be around $300. So this is actually very surprising. But the 500 price point for the PS4, that makes sense. I think that's in line with what they're doing. See, just use British pounds. I'm actually surprised that the number is the same, but it's usually not. Well, I don't know what it is now, but historically the British pound has been worth more than the American dollar. Well, I know. Well, now, yeah, it's the same shit without a disk drive. Now I understand why it's so expensive, but I didn't expect them to just remove the disk drive and that's it. Typically in the lower model, they change something else too. So that's what I'm talking about, where now I understand why it's at the $400 price point, but I legitimately anticipated it to be at $300 for the lower one. Yeah, I agree with that too. I agree. So just removing the optical drive, I think $100 for an optical drive is not correct. So I still feel like they're probably going to make more money on the digital one. Well, no, because there isn't that much that's changing. So, interesting. Oh, so the dollar is stronger right now? Huh. So it must have been because of the Brexit. Because historically the pound was stronger than the dollar. I agree with you, Eric. I don't understand just removing the optical drive. Yeah, I don't understand. I still think that's kind of expensive. So I don't know. That's probably the most surprising thing out of this whole reveal, the showcase. Out of this whole showcase, the most surprising thing for me is seeing the digital version of the PlayStation 5 at $400. That's the most surprising. That's a lot more expensive than I anticipated it was going to be. But the regular PS5 at $500, that's exactly what I expected it to cost. I'm not surprised by that number, and that's what I was anticipating having to spend on the new PS5. So I guess the only thing we need clarification on is going to be that PlayStation Plus collections. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense, Galades. So if we do British pounds to USD, there you go. That makes more sense. So 499 British pounds is $647 plus American. There you go. In the current market, this is what it is right now, and this is correct. Meaning that the British pound has always historically been worth more than the American dollar. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to be stationed in England, so that I could get a part-time job where I was being paid in British pounds, and then convert it over to American money. Because if you were to purchase, like, so if you, I'm trying to think, like, if you bought a car that was over there, 15,000 pounds, whatever, but you're getting paid in British money, it was relatively cheap. But if you had to purchase, because you were only getting paid in American dollars, and then you purchase a vehicle in England, then it would be very expensive. Bro, they didn't give a date. They didn't say when it was dropping. They didn't say when it was going to go on sale, nothing. They just said, yo, this is how much it costs. That's it. When? When did they say that in this thing? When? Oh, right there. That's where I said it. Get on my level, nerds. Get on my level. All right, so November 12th. Try and pre-order this on, I wonder if I could pre-order it on Amazon. Let's see if it lets you pre-order the PS5. Nope. So, wow. Okay, so if you want a PlayStation 4 Pro, 1 terabyte, it's $400 right now. That is crazy. So that has to drop by at least $100, right? You would think. But then that's going to create problems too, because it would be difficult to sell a $300 PlayStation 4 Pro when you have the new Xbox S next to it. Huh. I don't understand international business. What do you mean? You mean as in the conversion? Like when they convert the the buying power of different currency, or the buying power of your currency in different countries? All right, so apparently I can't pre-order it on Amazon. I sent an email to PlayStation, like to Sony, where they might give me the opportunity to purchase the console early, but that's it. I was like, yo, this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, but yeah, that's my plan. My plan is to grab a PlayStation 5. As I said before, for someone like me, I'm going to be going from the original PlayStation 4 from 2013, and I'm going to be jumping PlayStation 5. So it's going to be pretty legit. It's going to be pretty legit. What's this, Dev? He didn't say when it was dropping. They didn't say when it was going to go on sale. Nothing. They just said, yo, this is how much it costs. That's it. When? When did they say that in this thing? When? Oh, right there. That's where I said it. He didn't say when it was dropping. They didn't say when it was going to go on. Wow. Wow. Terrible. That's actually pretty funny. Well, okay, so that's where we are with that. PlayStation 4 is going to be dropping at $500, which is exactly what I expected, what I had anticipated it to cost. It's going to be available November 12th. You can get the same console, but without a disc drive for $100 less. It's going to be $400. Which is very expensive. I did not expect that. And that's going to be competing with the Xbox Series X, which is going to be releasing, I don't know when, probably same date, but at $400, and its digital only version at $300. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Wrong facts. All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out. That was kind of interesting for us to check that out and see what was good. Let me see. I'm going to be jumping from the NVIDIA. Yeah. Okay. So the conversation that we had on the last two Common Furies ago, when we were talking about the computational power of the consoles being very close to what you're able to do on PCs. And like, there really isn't trying to build a PC that can match what the consoles are doing right now with today's technology. It's better just to get a console. And then NVIDIA steps in with the 3080 and just slices everyone's face off and is like, no, PC is still the master race. So that's a huge jump too. And yeah, I mean, I won't be building a new PC until like mid next year, maybe, depending if the channel continues to grow and I keep getting subscribers and stuff. Then I'm hoping by mid next year I'll be able to build a PC, and I'll be jumping from the 1070 up to the 380 or the 3080. So that's going to be a huge leap. And then I'm going to be using. I was looking at AMD Ryzen 9, jumping from an Intel i5. So it's going to be sickening. It's going to be sickening. The technology is out of control. It's going to be so crazy. Wish y'all invited me to that. So I could have told y'all were wrong. At the time, we're talking about theoretically, the theoretical computational powers of what could have been done by the Xbox Series X. And then trying to build something similar on PC, you know, for the $400. That's what the talk was. Like, could you build something as powerful and as cheaply? You know what I'm saying? So, but now, now it's ridiculous. Now it's, I don't know. Nvidia did magic, bro. So their lowest new card performs better than their previous top of the line Lamborghini edition. What was it? The 1080 T-Rex edition. #steroids. So now it's, I don't know, it's out of control now. It's kind of exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing what people are able to produce in the future. With a budget of $400. So you think you can build? Yeah, I guess it's kind of not fair now because you're using like today's technology, today's tech. Really? Let me see here. Series X. Bro, I just want to see the specs. I don't want all this fancy stuff. I just want the specs, bro. I just want specs. You're not giving me specs. I just want a little box with specs. Why do I got to sift through all this? There we go. 8-core AMD Zen 2 GPU. Let me see. Oh, I probably could have just searched it, yeah. That the same thing? Hold up. I don't know if we can do that, right? Unless, is the AMD... What is contemporary? Discord. I'm bringing up Discord right now. I want to try and do this. I want to try and build this right now. Because I'm curious. Boom. All right, stand by. I don't know if everybody can hear you. I gotta adjust. Okay, mic check. How you doing, man? Can you hear?
Yo. Yeah, I can hear you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Dev Monty to the stream. All right, let's go ahead and build
How
this.
y'all doing?
All right, so is the AMD Zen 2, is there an equivalent for PCs, or is that just like a
That's exactly what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the first problem that we're going to run into is that we don't get bulk pricing on any chip. So if you try to like build with the same prices, like we'll never hit that because, you know, we're getting the upcharge for the marketing and everything else. We're not getting a manufacturer like Sony or Microsoft's bulk pricing on just chips or motherboards or any of that, right? So
yeah, that's
already, you know, you're already at a loss, right? So they may be paying like $50 a chip because they're buying millions.
Yes, But that's what I was. That was the crux of my argument. Was that for the power? If we were to try and build a PC to match the power that you can get in the console, and that was before Nvidia too. Before Nvidia came and chopped our legs out. So,
no, you're 100% right. I'm not disagreeing with you on that at all. There's no way I could build a computer at $500 and match a console right now.
Let's see how much that would cost, though. I just want to go through the motions. Let's try and build one.
You're gonna use PC part picker?
I guess I will. Yes, that was my plan. What is PC part picker? PC part picker?
Yeah, what's going on? See if you can get to it. Like,
you know why? It's overloaded right now because everybody's leaving the Sony stage to do exactly what we're doing right now.
PC. Okay. Newegg also has a part picker.
Let's do that.
You can use.
No, Dave, he can't school me. Yo, he can't skill me up, Dave, because he agrees with my fundamental argument, which is if a regular Joe Schmo like you or I tried to build something that matched the computational power of an Xbox Series X, and we tried to build our own PC, it would definitely cost us more than the $400 that we would be spending just purchasing it from Microsoft. Okay, so and then how you do a PC? Okay, so apparently he is going to school me up because I don't know how to do this part. Would it be buying guide? How about
let's do no. Go to build a PC. It should be right under the. Go to components first.
Components.
So, yeah.
Okay. And then.
Click on CPUs and processors. Like they used to have a huge like flashing thing, like, "Hey, we have a parts picker." Just click on CPUs and processors. Desktops. Remember, I'm lagging because I'm watching your stream.
Okay.
Why is it not showing you the? Hold on.
Uh-oh. It is not.
I'm gonna send it to you.
CPU buying guide?
No. I just sent it in the chat. Twitch.
Twitch bet. Boom. Look at that, look at that. It starts with a 1K budget already.
Alright. So we're just gonna go scroll down. That's like saying if you wanted to, that's almost like it's gonna build out a config for you, but we're actually gonna go component by component.
Alright, so for CPU we need the damn, I closed.
We need the Ryzen 7 3700X, and it probably a 3700 would do it. Because they're both 8 cores. The X is just like the more powerful of the 8 cores.
You said Ryzen 3700X?
Yep. Or, yeah. If there's a 3700, I'm looking right now. I don't see what. Wait a minute.
Yep.
27? Interesting. What was the. You may need to open that thing up again to see the stats.
Yeah, I'm going to now.
That the core clocks.
So 3.8 gigahertz.
Was the core clock?
Actually, it did not say here. I guess
That's
maybe
about
I'm
right. So it's actually the Ryzen 7 2700X.
Is there?
So Newegg, there's a filter. You can just select AMD processors.
Ryzen 7 2700. Boom. Selected. I don't know about motherboards though. Like I don't know.
Really, let's go with the cheapest. But it has to support PCIe 4.0.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's speaking German right now. We will have to have a translator come on stream.
Let me see if I can pick it out for you. So we'll go with a B550 board.
B550?
Yeah, as the chipset.
Copy. Boom. B550. 388 pin.
What's the cheapest? I'm gonna sort.
It's 100. Damn, goes up to 128 gigs. Holy Jesus. Yeah, what would I do with all that? I don't even know what I would do with all that space, with all that power.
Drop another 32 gigs in mine.
Yeah, bless, man.
Just for the giggles.
I'd be working on time travel. Be making my own flux capacitor.
All right, so there's a board that's like $109.99, an MSI B550M Pro VDH. You can find that one. It's a micro ATX board. We're not going to worry about form factors of the boards.
You said 109 B550.
Yeah, it's the
yep,
MSI board.
Got it.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, how much RAM does the Series X has? 16 gigabytes DDR6.
Jesus Christ, that's it. Okay. Memory and GDDR6 is the graphics memory though. That's not the.
Oh, let me see.
Eric, we're making a console, man. We're not making a rig. Micro, like I said, form factor doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter in this case. We're just building something. I would never use micro.
Yeah, I wouldn't use micro.
Unless it was for a very specific thing.
Memory, GDR, memory bandwidth, terabyte.
Maybe it is
storage. External optical. Yeah, it just says 16 gigabytes. Let's see, process.
Interesting. So that's like the way. Well, I mean, this is all custom fabbed, so it's pretty much using video card memory as its regular memory. So it may only actually, if you were to separate it, it'd be like 8 gigs of onboard memory and then 8 gigs of video card memory, or maybe 12 gigs of video card memory and 6 gigs of onboard, and they're just kind of swapping between the two. The system's like, all right, I'm going to use the onboard, now I'm going to use some of the video RAM that's not in use, and it's like constantly shuffling that around. So that's one less thermal load in the console, right? You don't have to worry about the heat off of the memory as well as the heat from the graphics card.
Damn, that's gross.
So let's just throw, I don't know, 12 gigs in there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Of something.
We'll do lowest priced.
Yeah.
It's 4 gigs.
The cheapest 8 gig stick you can find.
Do they have 16 per module? Let's see. Capacity 8 gigs per module.
Stick per module, yeah.
And I got 26. We're going to have to do that.
Sure.
And then how do I increase the amount?
We don't need to. Just one. That's all we want.
Just 8? Just
remember,
regular?
the video card is the rest of the memory.
Oh, okay. All right. So the GPU here, 12 teraflops.
So that's going to be, it's an RDNA. So that's either running the 5700 series, I believe. I think it's going to be like a 5560. So you're going to have to sort not with, yeah, it's going to be Radeon cards.
Let me see. Manufacturer. Radeon Vega series?
I don't think it's a Vega.
You do or do not?
All right. It's not a Vega.
Okay. Copy. Boom.
I think, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it is. I don't know.
This is bullshit.
I'm looking at these specs on Vega cards, and I'm like, oh, well, that seems to be a bit more than what they're throwing in.
I wonder what it would be. Let's hit the internet and be like, let me see. I'm just gonna ask Google. What is a comparable video card compared to the Xbox Series X? Let's see what she says to me. Trying to number most rigs name. 13 teraflops. So it's comparable to a 2080.
Okay, so it's a Vega card. AMD is taking a beating on this one.
Boom. So it is a Vega? Oh, it's a G.
Probably a Vega 64.
Let me see. Clean. I can beat.
What are those teraflops again? 13-ish?
Well,
Vega 64 is 12.7, but that's the best you can get from AMD.
No. That might work because it's saying that the GPU is 12 teraflops in the Xbox Series X.
Okay.
So the Vega gives me what? Which one gives me the 12 teraflops?
Vega 64.
All right, let's see. Okay. Vega 64 gives me 12 teraflops. Let me see if I can do it by lowest price. 64. Okay, we got one for $500. 500 smackaroonies.
That's not even a 64. That's the 56.
Son of the biscuit. You're right. I thought I was. Oh gosh. Now I'm clicking on a bunch of different buttons out of panic. These are panic clicks, ladies and gents.
Trash can next to the video card.
I panicked, man. I panicked and just clicked. I just popped super for no reason. All right, wait. 64 card. There we go. Change to the new item. It looks sexy though. We got to get a case. Let's just get the cheapest case, man. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Lowest price. $25. That looks good. Has 3 eggs. That's terrible.
That's gonna cut your hands all up. That aluminum's gonna be so sharp in there, man. You stick your hand, it's gonna come out like hamburger.
Power supply. I guess we'll just go with lowest price.
Whoa. Can't be doing all that.
Shit.
What's the lowest? 650? No, yeah, 600 watts pushing it. With the 650, the 59.
Let's try this. Let's see what comes up between 600. So you think minimum 700? 700 watts?
650 is probably enough.
650. All right. Just want to wish a great stream, my guy. Hey, Nightrox, thank you. Nightrox, thank you very much. This is just like, this was for the Sony one. Now we're just kind of trying to build a new age console, but the real stream will be tonight at 7, where I'm going to, whatever, do my intro, and then I'm going to read chapter 2 from Dune, from Frank Herbert's Dune. So it's going to be pretty good. Should be fun. A great ass stream. Yo, that's even better than a great stream. A great ass stream is even better. I appreciate that energy.
Appreciate the great ass.
They do. Everybody does. All right, let me see. Hard drive space. It's a terabyte, right? And it's an SSD on top of that.
NVMe SSD.
So I got 1 terabyte. Why is it showing me RAM?
No, that's memory. That's like hard drives, man.
This
Get with the future, Grandpa. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, for PCs? Or for like laptops, I mean? For laptops?
I mean, no, for PCs. That's what my PC is running.
What? Really?
Yes. That's what all the new consoles are going to be running, is NVMEs.
Well, this is so true, dear Jeff Money. It's been a while.
Bro, I just went to Goodwill last week and dropped off 8 mechanical hard drives.
Oh, man.
I'm looking at them like, man, I remember when 160 gigs was a lot of space, man. I had a ton of games on this drive.
Well, let's go ahead and sort by lowest price.
Let's do this one. Whatever. I don't know if this is going to be compatible. Damn.
See, I will disagree with you on that to a degree. Mechanical hard drives have their place. No system you build should be all SSD or NVMe drives. There's no reason for that. Right now, my new build, I actually have a 4 terabyte mechanical where most of my games reside on, because games do not swap files as fast as everyone thinks they do. Use SSD and NVMe's for things like Photoshop or Fruity Loops, or if you're doing you're working in huge files, renders and things like that at CAD. That's the only time that those programs get a huge boost. Your normal game, Battlefield 5, Destiny 2, all that shit runs slow regardless of the drive it's on. So there's no reason to run out and buy a ton of SSDs and thinking that you're going to get faster performance. It's marginal.
Okay, so
unless you're running like a 2700 RPM hard drive, which those don't even exist anymore, but your normal 7200 RPM hard drives are plenty fast loading the stuff. Like the CPU is requesting more information, or isn't requesting as much information as the hard drive is actually sending it.
Boom.
And now with the new RTX IO coming out in a couple of weeks, games will be able to move, the video card's going to move that data around, and Windows is changing the way their drive works in data storage and how it's moving data around. Things are going to get a whole lot faster, and we actually may see a return of mechanical drives.
Because it'll be cheaper to produce, right?
Not that it's cheaper, but the speeds will get faster, so it's well, yeah, I mean, the drives are cheaper themselves, right?
Yeah.
Speed are faster. People will be like, oh man, I can, use an 8 terabyte hard drive now. Your Strix B350F, be able to run it. There's no reason why it shouldn't be able to run it. I couldn't see a reason why. It's, there's a big debate on the PCIe 4.0 lane on motherboards and whether you need it or not. AMD is pushing for 4.0. Like my current rig, it's a 3900 XT with a 4.0 lane and a 2080 Ti sitting in it. But Intel, they haven't pushed 4.0 yet on their motherboards nor on their chipsets. And by their motherboards, I mean manufacturers for Intel chipsets. Since Intel doesn't support 4.0, motherboards don't support 4.0. They're just not doing it yet because graphics cards do not even hit 3.0 speeds yet as far as the bus transfer data rate. So it's just kind of for me, I was future proofing. I was like, well, at some point something's going to use it, which is my 1 terabyte NVMe. I bought a 4.0 version of it, so it's quote unquote hyper fast. A lot of my PC parts purchase is just disposable income plus I want to have the newest shiniest thing. Is not always grounded in reality.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Don't be like me.
No, I mean,
budget wisely.
I'm glad you explained, because I didn't know what the difference was between 3.0 and 4.0, but it just has to do with transfer speeds, as you're talking about. Okay. Well, there you go. Yo, we're getting schooled up today. For any of the nerds who are still here hanging out with us, I appreciate you guys. So at the end of this, right? At the end of this build that we made, the cheapest build, it's over $1,200. $1,271.92.
Yeah, and we use cheap parts. There's a lot of cheap shit in here, man. It's not even the best.
Yeah.
So yes, so if you were to walk in to gaming, you were knocked unconscious playing softball when you were 6 years old, and you now just woke up in 2020, and you're like, the last thing I played was a Nintendo, and I have money from the city because the softball hit me. We're at a tournament or whatever, right? You got all this money laying around, and you're like, which one do I do? Do I get a console? Do I build a computer? Yes, a console, and you're going just back into gaming would be the smarter choice, just fiscally. $400, boom, you're doing ray tracing. You're doing you got your 4K gaming, you got all of that. That's great. Where this becomes kind of is this worth it, is for people quote unquote like me, like DC, it's like I already have a computer. You know, it's a constant refresh process. So I'm not really spending 400 on a whole new thing. I'm just spending 400 on a part of a thing. You know, like
yeah, that makes sense.
It's constantly, you know, it's a revolving door. It's like, oh, a new part here, a new part there. So it's like, is the new set of consoles worth buying? Is it worth me spending that on the console, on the control, you know, the controllers, quote unquote, because you can't just have one. You know, well, you know that you can't have one for sure.
I was waiting for it. I was like, here he goes.
But you know, you just can't have one or whatever. So you're buying accessories and things like that. So now we're equaling, you know, a part that I could buy for my computer. I could buy a 37 or a 3070, you know, graphics card, put in my computer, and now with the ecosystem of most developers developing for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC.
Yeah.
It's like all of these showcases, I'm like, these are great for me to see what I can buy on my computer.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. Like, there's a few titles where it's like, ooh, I'm going to have to buy a PlayStation. As you see, I didn't say I have to buy an Xbox because I know that Xbox first-party titles are coming to PC anyways.
Yeah, yep, absolutely.
So I know I'm going to play those.
Yeah.
I have to buy a PlayStation for Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Maybe Bloodborne 2 if that ever happens.
Yep. To prove your point right here, just to put numbers for those of you who want to be able to quantify his conversation, he's coming from the perspective he already has a PC, so he's looking at spending for the lowest new memory or video card is the 3070. That's at the 500 price point. So either he would spend $500 on a brand new console, or he would just spend it on a video card that already performs better than what you're going to get with the console, and the software is going to be there. And this is specifically for Xbox. Like, should I get an Xbox versus should I just get the new video card?
I mean, right now I'm running a 2080 Ti, which is still a very good card.
Yeah,
it is. I'll send you that video. It's a long video, but it breaks down the FPS and everything else. And it's like, sure, it's slower than the newest 3080, but it's not to where you're like, oh my god, this is unusable. Like, there's two wolves inside of me, and they both want a new video card. But you know, like, the truth be told is like, man, my 2080 has at least another year of life in it.
Yeah,
I could run it. Will I? Hell no. I'm buying a new car.
Yeah. So for those who
I may not buy it this month. I may wait. Really, I'm going to wait until the other parties start giving out the free games. It's like, don't buy video cards day one, guys. Do not do it. You're tempted. You see it happen. You're like, they're available. You're like, I gotta have the new. Wait 3 months because it's going to give you a free video game with it, whether you want it or not. But I mean,
that is true.
Free game. Don't be a first adopter. Don't be a first sucker. That's what I call it. I bought the 2080 Ti day one from NVIDIA. No free game. I'm like, I just spent $1,200. You only going to give me shit for it? Nothing.
So, like, for a guy like me, a 2080 would be a huge jump because I'm going from the 1070.
If you were going from a 1070, I'd say go to a 3770. There's no reason to get the 2080.
Yeah, no. I'm not. I was just saying for anyone who may have just purchased the 2080, like, there isn't a huge reason. Like, you don't have to go to the new NVIDIA series. Yeah, you don't have to.
Right away. I would. You don't have to do it right away, though.
Yeah.
The problem with the 20 series NVIDIA cards is that they were kind of a giant middle finger to anyone that bought them, because the 1080 cards were really, really good, and it was like 1080 just didn't have ray tracing. And the 20 series came out, and it's like, oh, we added ray tracing, but that's all you added. You didn't really do anything more. And then the 3080 is like, we added way larger bandwidth margins and ray tracing and everything that you've wanted. Like, the 20 series was like an intermediate, like, we have to test this technology out in the wild. So let's get dumb people named Evmani to buy this $1,200. And the only reason I did that was because I've never bought a video card, like the top of the line video card ever in my life, right?
Yeah.
And I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, I could afford to do that. And it's like, I want to do it. I just want to be like, I am an early adopter. I did this and I'll never have to do it again. And it kind of burned me, and I'm not bitter about it, but it's just like, okay, that's something I'll never do again. I'll never early adopt. I will never early adopt a video card, that's for sure. I'll wait a little bit because everything that comes out after the early adoption is just better. Like, it's just a little more refined. And I'm talking like weeks to months.
Yeah.
It gets better. And what I am bitter about is not getting a free game. I am bitter about that. 100%, man. I bought, the new Ryzen chip, the 3900 XT.
Okay.
Ryzen chip. Though I kind of got burned on that too because Ryzen 4s are going to get announced next month. So now I'm like, am I going to sell this 3900 XT for a Ryzen 4? Like, do I need it?
Listen, man,
Maybe.
Everything that you were saying is convincing everyone to just stick with consoles. Everything.
That's
like,
fine.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything.
It takes a strong person to be in the PC Master Race.
Oh, is that
backbreaker.
Is that what it is?
Man,
is that what it is?
It's a backbreaker and a wallet taker. If you can't handle those things, stay with consoles. Period. It's a challenge. I mean, it's like joining the military. It's not for everybody. But those that do and overcome and persevere are better for it. So, I mean... AMD, so I buy this new chip. Day one, AMD's like, we're going to give you a copy of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And I'm like, show you right.
Oh, shit, that's funny.
I appreciate you, AMD, for doing that.
Well, I have to end the stream. I appreciate you jumping on, man, because I need to finish something up for tonight's stream, which is going to go live at 7. So, shout out to Dev Money, man. Thanks for jumping on and helping us getting that high level tech so that we could actually do this correctly and figure out. So you basically helped quantify an argument that I had made, I don't know, like a month ago, but I didn't have the know-how to quantify it. So I appreciate you jumping on so that we could do that together. And then entertaining people, bro. You're hilarious.
I try.
If you want to be in the PC Master Race, it's like being in the military.
You gotta hurry up and wait. That's a lot of it.
I've never heard that before. Well, there you go. Maybe that's why I'm getting ready to transition to the PC Master Race, right?
You're looking at that LES like, man, I'm getting screwed here, man. What's going on?
Oh, shit, that is so stupid. All right, anyways, sorry, guys. This stuff is so funny. That's so funny. So, all right. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We did a deep dive into the specs of the PS5 and the Xbox. We talked about PC gaming. The showcase was pretty interesting. There were a lot of good games that looked interesting. But as I said before, the most surprising thing was the all digital PS5 being $400. That was probably the most surprising thing I took away from the showcase. But the $500 for the PS5, that's exactly how much I expected it to be, and I will be spending that because I need to jump from my old school PS4 up to the next level.
Before we go, so about the digital PS4, I've been trying to figure out that price point and who is it marketed for, and honestly, it's probably marketed for the people that are the PC Master Race. We don't need to buy an Xbox, and I don't really need a disc drive.
Because you're already living that digital download life anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the Series S, that I feel is really made for people that do not own 4K TVs, which is a weird niche because 4K TV adoption rates have only gone up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the difference between the Series S and the Series X, is that the Series S does not support 4K gaming. It only supports 1440 gaming, which, flip side, is interesting because who does most 4K or 1440 gaming?
That's actually a very good point.
Is esports.
Yep.
That's where 1440 gaming lives. So you're on monitors and things like that. So you have a very small console that's portable in a very huge market that could really apply to. So maybe we'll see more Xboxes in tournament scenes. In the fighting game community and the FPS community, things like that. Like that they may be trying to encroach on the PC market there.
I didn't take that into account. I did when I saw the 1440. I did make mention of that because that's what I'm playing Destiny in. And then I was like, well, not many people have 4K, but how you're taking it and you took that even further. That's actually even deeper. I didn't think about that. That maybe Xbox is doing the esports long play. That's pretty smart, actually.
Yeah.
That's really smart. And that 300 price point is going to be very attractive to esport companies and tournament players and tournament promoters and whatnot. Huh.
It's super portable, super easy.
Yeah.
No disk drive, so you don't have to worry about the optical drive breaking or anything, in transport. I mean, you pretty much just have a box. And what is that going to do for Xbox streaming? With an Xbox that small, I can hook it up to a monitor on my desk.
Yeah.
Route it through and everything. It's just less of a footprint.
Well, this will be a good conversation to have on Sunday. Calm and Fury. We'll get Eric in there too. We'll start yelling at him. He'll get excited. That's probably gonna. I'm gonna put that on the docket. We'll talk about that we'll have a deeper discussion on that for on Sunday. Actually, I think that'll be a fun talk. So be sure to jump in and call because you raised a very valid point that I didn't even think about. Xbox, man, they making money. Yo, everybody's making moves. But on that note, let me go ahead and shut this down because, like I said, I have some things I need to finish before tonight's stream. So everybody, please come back 7 p.m. Eastern time. I put together a new quick snippet intro to do the when I do my reading so that I could tell you guys about the previous chapter before I move forward. I would really like you guys to be there. I'm really proud of it. I have a little surprise guest who helped me make it. So be sure to come by 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I guess that's it. I'll see everybody later. Thanks again, Dev Money. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man.